Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today once again I've got the Black Apple Thunder Leader from Weijiang, and basically today is a video to review for his transformation. And before I start, I just want to say thank you for all my subscribers. You guys are awesome, and I'm so sorry that I can't be uploading lots of videos or perhaps one videos per day. And also I'm still struggling to publish weekly videos, not because I can't do it, but simply because I'm a small YouTuber, and it's difficult for me to get my hands on the figures. Before we start, I just want to make some addition and also correction from my first video. The first thing would be about his head. So first of all, when it comes to his head, I did mention that there is no open mask alternate head, but basically there is. Okay, so if you move his head over and then push this to the top, you should be able to rotate. Okay, and then second thing is about his head articulation. I did mention that there was no rotation, but there is, but it's very stiff. Okay, so I was afraid that I will break it in first place, so I did not do it, but I just realized it can be done. So now, slowly, if you try to rotate, it can be rotated, but it's very stiff. So just be careful not to hold on to his, this part here, but just use your hand, use your finger to hold on to the whole head, and you can see it's rotated. There are also custom head with a longer neck, so that the rotation won't touch these shoulder parts here. But of course they are very expensive, and they have LED eyes as well. Right, so that's the first one. And the second one is his hand, his wrist here. There is an extra articulation which I did not mention, which is this one. So if you can see there is another articulation. Okay, so other than rotation, it can also be folded like that. Okay, so you can simply make it like that. All right, and finally, about his metrics of leadership here, I did mention that it's difficult to put it in while he's on his robot mode, but that's not true. It's quite easy to do it. Basically, you just need to open this part up and then just tap that out. The only thing that is a bit difficult is this part here. It's very stiff. Okay, there you go. Slowly, it's very tight. Okay, so that is basically his chamber of the metrics of leadership. Okay, so it can be held in that tab there, and then you can just fold this inside again. Alright, so that's pretty easy. And then close this, and then this one. Alright, now let's have a look at his transformation. And first thing before the transformation is, of course, this part here. It comes in his gun or perhaps cannon mode here. So of course this one is broken, that part over there. Okay, so I'm going to change this into the truck mode. First of all, you need to make sure that you untab all things there. Okay, so that's one tab over there. And then this part here. Can be taken out, right? and then just move it a little bit so that you can deal with this part here, and make sure to push this inside. So I believe this one can be rotated. Where are you? Just be careful because it can be moved almost everywhere, so there's a risk that you'll break it. Okay, right, so now you've got that inside, this one on the top, and then this part here, once you have stretched it out from behind, okay, from that part, just move it forward and make sure to plug that in. Okay, now you've got that shape, and then now make sure that if you can see this gold part here, make sure this one here is aligned with that gold part, and then this one just simply fold it like so, and then another one, so this one here just rotate it and then plug into that tab over there, another one, tab it over there again, and then this one make sure to push it like so and tab into that part. Oops, about that. There you go. And then this one, just flip it over. It will then tab into that part over there. Okay, now you've got that shape, and also this one here. Okay, so just make sure you have this final shape for both sides, and then you should be fine. Okay, now we move on to his body transformation. We will first start with his face here. Basically, you need to make sure that it's small enough or perhaps close enough so that it could fit in on the next transformation, right? And the next one will be this part here. Just need to untap that and make sure to unfold everything. And then this part actually can be pushed to slide this down. Just push it and then slide it down like so. Just do the same on the other part as well. Okay, it's a bit tough, but that should be fine. Just make sure you do not break anything. And now back to the front. There is another part here that you need to slide in. This is where you need to make sure this is flat, so then you can slide this like so. Same goes to the other side. And then you're going to tie up this over here, and also on this side here. There's not really a tab or anything there. Okay, as you can see, it just slide out easily. Okay. Now to his shoulder piece here. Just need to bring this down. Okay, that part over there. Just simply going to link it over there. Okay, same goes to the other side. Now we'll move on to his backpack. Going to bring this up just a little bit so that you can see behind it. This one needs to be untapped, and also another one here. So I'm going to bring this down and have this piece here to come out as well, like so. And this one, and then we're going to disengage both shoulder, but as you can see it's already out. Okay, you can see it when we deal with this part just now. We've made, you know, a bit hard move, then this shoulders is now disengaged. Fold this in and also this in, and then just straighten up this part here. Make sure they are aligned and the same. There you go. Got all nice part there. And also this one here. So this will be pushed down like so. Now we deal with this section. Even the chest part is also now out. Okay, now disengaged because of the early movement we've made. Okay, and this whole thing, as mentioned in my previous video, is the most loose part, I can say. Although it taps in, but it's very fragile. Okay, so we can simply move this and move this up. And now move a little bit up. We need to take this piece here and basically fill in the top part here. I'll move it a little bit more. There you go. So this is supposed to fill in those parts, and same goes to this side here. Okay, and just fill in that slot over there, and then both of these can be slid in. Okay, close enough. Now I'm going to rotate him slightly, perhaps from this angle. We will need to deal with this part here. So as you can see, this basically will form the front part of the truck mode. Okay, and this is basically his headlamps there. And then we can deal with this window here. Just flip it to its correct location. There you go. It goes into the side. You can see that it's forming that front part of the truck mode here. There you go. Okay, later we can adjust more. And don't forget this panel just for down here. Maybe we should do it earlier, but oops, let's head over there. Okay, should do that earlier. Okay, that's fine, all good. And what happened now is that we're going to push that up into that panel. There you go, now that's tapped in. That is basically his roof. Okay. Now we'll move on to his torso here. You will need to untap this. As you can see, it's already been untapped because of the vast movement that we made. And also this whole piece here. Not only the front piece that opens up to the chamber of Matrix, but the whole piece. And then we'll try to bring up this whole piece to the front. Okay, as you can see there. And this, make sure to make a clearance so that you can push this down from here. There you go. This one's going out. Just put that back in. And this one from there. This is where I've said just now, we need to make sure that the hand is properly closed, in closed position. The fist, and then you can simply tap that in to form that front part of the truck mode. So from the bottom you should be able to see that tap as well. Okay, so make sure they went in properly. That one must go inside that one. Okay, so it's very tight and it will form a very nice alternate mode in the end. So you've got that right now. And this one, just make sure that it's straight and not sliding in anywhere. And then we're going to bring in his head. Okay, there's another hinge there. And then like so. Let's see. Make sure. This is where the custom head won't fit. So meaning that if you are using the custom head, you will need to plug out the head. But with this default head, you can always fold that in. It will just go in nicely. Okay, so this is the time we put everything correctly. So let's try moving this away for a while, and then we try to slide that in. That just went in nicely. Okay, same goes to this side here. And the other side. This is a very sturdy plastic, I would say, and you don't really need to worry, but just be careful not to be too hard on it. But it's sturdy, it's elastic enough for you to play around with it. Okay, this one just went out. put that back in. There you go. We've got that front part. Just nice over here. Okay, and then this one, just move it back in. Okay, you just snap in right away. Just really nice. Okay, now next one. Let's take a look at this one here. Also lots of movement here. Let's do this. This one is a bit loose. I'm going to take this out. Okay, and then I'm going to deal with this one here. Just move it like so. Yes, like so. Alright, because another half will come in from the part that we've transformed just now. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. This is the half of the smokestacks here. So this should be like so. So this one just need to open it up. Thing is to be slide. Okay, so you need to slide it in first place and then make it like so. There you go, and then push that in. Okay, now you've got that side part of it. Same goes to the other side. And this one here, just take it out and rotate it. It will be there on the side. And then this one, I believe, needs to be slide, and then just open that up here, and then move it to the side. Come on, where are you? Okay. Once again, there's too many hinges that goes everywhere, so yeah, you might struggle to find the correct one, but I believe, yep, that should be it. And this one, just move it to the back. It should tap in there as well. Okay. Okay, now that you've got it. Right, now let's leave it for a while and let's take a look at his bottom part here. So this is a very nice rendition from the movie. If you notice that it twisted, it spins, and then it goes in when he did his first transformation, when he was first on Earth. If you rewatch again, you can see it's spinning and then it's open up when he changed from his alternate mode to the robot mode. It's a very nice, imitation from the movie. I like this very much. And this is basically spring-loaded. You can just pull that out and spin it. Yep, that's wrong. It's the other way around. Okay, and then put it back in. Okay, that should lock back up straight in. Okay, and this one maybe just inside, and then legs must go upwards. Okay, so make sure it's upwards like so. So now we're going further down to deal with this panel here. Okay, so I'm going to untap this. Okay, just like so, and then this one, just collapse them together. Okay, and then pull this out like so, and also this one here like so, and then this here to form his side like antenna. Okay, let me see, where do you push that? So just bring that into the side and then push that into that section there. Okay, same goes to the other side. Just bring that up, rotate it correctly, and then push it into that hinges, or perhaps that tab over there. Now you can see the front part from here, and now this side here, going to move it, unfold it down, and then bring this whole thing to the front. Okay, and this one, to pull it up and then push it to the correct place there. And we need to tap that into that small hole there. Come on. Okay, that should hold everything together. And then this side part here, just close it back in. Same goes to the other side. Okay, you've got that. This one, just straighten it up, and you will need to move that. Okay, and then we're just going to combine them together. Okay, so we just need to make sure they're all aligned and straight, and make sure that it goes in together. Still struggling with this size. Hopefully I did not break anything. And then we'll try this again. So maybe from the front. Okay. Yep, the end closed. And from the front, just push that in. Right, got everything combined now. So when you deal with this part, the top part will be left dangling, so meaning that, you know, it will make all sorts of movement. And then now it's time to bring them together, but this one here needs to be the whole thing, not only this back part, but this whole thing needs to be up to the front. Okay, once you've collapsed those two, just need to rotate it, but it can't be done because of this crotch knot. Okay, right, that one. Okay, like so. Okay, bring it down there. think it should be like so, and then push down. Then only you can then push it down better. There you go. Alright, and only then you can push this into that position. So you can see these two holes. Let me see, there you go. Push it down, it will be tapped in. Okay, now it's more stable than before. Okay. It starts to hold up everything. Okay, and now let's go back to the front. And oh, where is this? Okay, and then push this in. Now I've got it correct. Push everything. You should get that front part rightly so. And then this side here, this is the time we deal with our smokestacks. So let's see which one is which. Okay, so supposedly this broken smokestack should be here. Okay, but what I'm going to do is to attach it directly to the top part here. Let's find the correct tab. Let's push that in. It's a bit tight. Okay, and then you've got that side, and this one you will need to simply slide that in. Just push it to the side, and that one you should be able to see like a tab just underneath that door. Just slide that in. This one to the side, as you can see. When you put that in, you need to make sure that this one here goes in correctly with the top part, and then you can just fold those things up. Make sure this goes into that side. You think I've missed? No, all good. This one's supposed to go to the bottom of the door. Maybe a bit forward. And that one's supposed to go below that part over there. Okay, and this one, just make sure that goes in correctly before you flip this part here, and also that one down onto that side piece. We need to deal with the inside parts correctly, but that's fine. And then you can bring that up. And then this one here, okay, and then that one, and that one. Just push that in nicely, and then just snap that in, and and then go to that shape there. Just push it to that place, and this one slide into the bottom there. So that goes the transformation. You've got the whole alternate mode here. This one should be pulled up, but this one is, is too tight. I'm not sure whether it can really be moved or not, but you know, it's supposed to goes up. But other than that, it's all good. But as you can see, it's a very complex transformation. Of course, he is very nice looking. Everything's really good. Okay, it looks very tidy. Okay, very heavy. Lots of die cast part. But in terms of transformation, it's not so easy. It's not that you know, playable, I would say. Okay, so it's better if you like him in his you know, alternate mode, leave it in this mode. If you like it in robot mode, just leave it in robot mode. It's not worth it to transform in every time. Okay, and just a bit of weakness, I think, is because of this part here. I prefer a figure that everything's attached to the body in the robot mode. Okay, but in this case, we are basically looking at figure where some of the part in the alternate mode comes externally. Okay, so this is basically his gun, his cannon, that forms you know, this part here. Okay, so that means not everything is in his robot body that perform the transformation, so maybe 90%. Okay, alright, so I will share some old videos for the comparison so that you can see between Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and other Autobots and also Decepticons. Okay, so enjoy the comparison. And this is it for today, guys. I've still got a few in pre-order, basically. That's the reason why my videos is a bit late for this week. I finally got the Ratchet. The model is JH01 on pre-order. So once that came in, then I can complete my Autobots collection. And then I've also got the Blitzwing, the SX01 Mechanical Alliance. But unfortunately, shortly after the pre-order, the Zeta version came out. But of course, I can't pre-order both of them. So I will only have one. And also, I believe the quickest I can do would be the Transcraft Bumblebee. Hopefully, I will receive that soon. Okay, and this is it for today, guys. Please subscribe. I hope to see you again in my future videos. Have a good day. Cheers then. Bye bye.